Jason.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit, it's Star Wars.
Are we boldly going?
It's Star Wars. Oh, we got a recap.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dojo. I'm Jeff.
I'm Jason.
Okay, this is the end of the Star Wars Battlefront II single-player campaign, as if anybody gives a shit. By the way, this is going to tie into the new movie, apparently, and also...
I want to touch your hair.
Stuff.
You have really pretty hair.
The last level of the game... So spoilers from here on out for Star Wars Battlefront 2 campaign. Jason's seen the movie. I haven't, so I'm going to keep the spoilers of movie to a minimum. But
you haven't seen it?
I have not seen it yet. But, like, at the very end of the single-player campaign that takes place after Return of the Jedi, it then jumps forward to the era of the new movies.
Oh.
And
okay, so this
guy
is set well after the single player of Battlefront 2?
Yes, that's why this guy is like a regular. He's just like a 12-year-old or whatever.
Okay.
So
now, why do they let the First Order guy be unshaven? That doesn't seem correct. Because look at him.
Yeah.
He looks like he's
looking at a hard night. He had a hard day's night. Yeah.
He's been at the cantina or something.
Resurrection. So okay, there's a MacGuffin that this character finds in the Star Wars II Battlefront single-player campaign.
Plans for another Death Star.
It's something that the Emperor put in a box on a planet. And Luke Skywalker shows up and takes it, and then Kylo Ren's like, I want that.
And you open it up, and it's like just dick butt.
It's just a bunch of old weird Twilight playboys.
Twilight playboys. Did you find my porn?
Okay, so the old lady, that's Iden Verso from the single player campaign, and that's her daughter that she's having a little dogfight with, I guess.
Are they good guys?
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean,
because she was an Imperial. Okay, so spoiler.
Yeah, no, we're big spoilers for single player.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody cares.
Single player Battlefront 2. So she saw the error of her ways and defected to the rebellion
in
or
mission
something?
3. In like mission 3, it didn't take long at all. The Empire was literally going to blow up her homeworld for a dumb reason.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, great. We're gotta play as rebels again, and so then she goes from being the special forces to being just the person working with the Rebel Alliance.
I like those guys.
He's like one of your buddies. He's actually a pretty cool part of the campaign.
He's is it a Bith?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's a Bith.
Hello, McFly.
I played one.
Hello, Skywalker.
Nope, Bith. B-I-T-H. I think he's a Bith.
Okay.
No. Bith are the ones in the band.
Yeah.
Shit, I can't remember. Duros.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Because I played Star Wars RPG with Randy, Rogues Gallery Comics and Games around Rock, Texas. I played a Star Wars RPG years ago with Randy, and he only invited me once.
Yeah. Because you played I
played a Duros.
A Duros like pimp or something.
I was kind of like breaking the game a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I get the feeling I annoyed Randy because Randy doesn't invite me to play RPGs with him anymore.
Sure.
But you know, Boutros Ghali, who used to be the Speaker General or whatever the thing is for the UN.
Sure, history, whatever.
Yeah, this wasn't that long ago. This was actually while we were playing. It was a couple of years ago. It was while we were playing this game. Was Boutros Ghali. I started calling my character Duros Ghali. And then I was going to start a space UN.
Nothing worse than players like you when you're trying to DM and you're just like,
yeah.
My character is addicted to spice. So,
yeah. But Duros, they're sneaky dudes, apparently.
Oh, my God. I thought that Admiral Akbar was the worst fish face that you could have.
Is that the Joseph Gordon-Levitt one? There's a character like that in Last Jedi, and it's voiced by Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh,
I think it's that race.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's be vague, though, about The Last Jedi. I don't want to... Oh, look at this. Hey, they painted the front of the frigate. And they also put, like, weird sails or something on it. And...
Gleb's forces.
Gleb. My name's Gleb.
That sounds like a Rick and Morty name.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
Can we get a Star Wars? Can we get a Rick and Morty expansion to Battlefront? I would buy it.
Oh shit! Okay, are we actually playing?
That looks pretty.
Yeah, well, the frame rate jumped up because I think we're playing the game now. Oh yeah, we're playing the game. Oh good. An asteroid field, and I'm driving a spaceship.
Hey, you know what? Science.
Yeah.
That's not how asteroid fields work.
Sure.
Just so you know.
Well, it's not how. I mean, like none of this is. You don't just slow down like this in space. You don't just. You just like reduce your throttle and then come to a halt in space. There is literally like 2 games that I can think of in the history of my game playing experience that have actual Newtonian physics in them.
In space?
Yeah.
Which ones?
There's one called.
Why did I have such trouble saying it? Which?
Independence War was this old PC game that was like a kind of a wing commander, but then it had. All right, I guess I'm supposed to blow these up. Yep, destroy. Those are. Oh, I was going to say those aren't fighters. Those are like frigates or something. What kind of fighters are these? Are these? Oh wait, this is like a. This isn't the First Order. No, it isn't the. We were not paying. In traditional Rage Select tradition, we were paying 0 attention to the story. But they're like trying to find. Okay,
it's Star Wars. We can probably fill in.
You know the dude that got blasted at the beginning? Him and Iden Verso just inexplicably kiss at the end of the game, at the end of the first game.
Okay.
Like it's like they've never really.
There was never any romantic.
Yeah, and then it's like suddenly.
And then they kiss.
And then it's just like, oh, let's smoochy smooch, and then they do.
Gotcha.
So I assume that they're trying to find him. It's like, oh man, we've got to find Dad. The Glipglorps picked him up on planet Katarfa, and so we're gonna get.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
You know, I'm just looking at this and I'm just thinking.
What does that do? What was that?
I'm just thinking, we need a new X-Wing game.
Somebody emailed me today, and I haven't looked into it, but they said that they're doing an HD remake of XVT, and I don't know if that's just for PC or if that's for other stuff as well. That's not as good as like TIE Fighter, but
well,
but it's better than nothing.
XVT was all right.
Yeah, it was okay.
X-Wing and TIE Fighter were both better.
Yes, that's true.
But XVT was pretty damn cool.
Am I repairing? Okay.
And I gotta tell you, this is real pretty.
It is. Well, you played I feel like
It's giving me a space boner.
The best part so far of Battlefront was the Battlefront 1 VR X-Wing mission.
Oh yeah,
that tied into Rogue One. Yeah,
that was slick.
It was real good.
It was
it was easy going.
It was the length of a movie trailer.
Yeah,
but it was good.
Am I supposed to be blowing these up?
We need to take out those starfighters.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, fine. I'll just go to the starfighters then. I'll leave these.
I guess they're not going to let you take out the big things until you take out the little things.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know what I've forgotten. They just keep bitching about the fighters.
Do you have plans to see Last Jedi?
I do. I just over the last week I've been prepping to try to get some time off of the daily recording grind for Rage Select. So I just haven't. I've been like triple recording.
Jeff, we internet folks, we don't get time off.
No. Every year it's the one time a year that I get some time off is that they're using those dumb Jedi or the clone fighters.
I'm literally getting messages.
Whoa. See, and this is some horse shit because you don't just respawn. You got to go back to like a checkpoint.
Oh,
motherfuckers.
One of those.
Yeah. Like, anyway, if all goes well, all of this that I'm doing, I should end up with about 2 weeks of relatively getting some time off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man,
because
that must be nice. I'm getting messages from Brian Brushwood right now.
Yo, yeah. Oh, shit. God damn it. Repair, you droids.
So you enjoy your time off.
I will.
I'm going to keep messaging you, though. Like, Jeff, I have scam school things for you to do.
I don't know. Nope. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Yep. I had this problem.
What's happening? What's going on?
It's just it's not super easy, and it's okay. To me, it's that thing where like you take a multiplayer game and then you try to make a single player game out of it, and single player games and multiplayer games aren't the same games. So like in a multiplayer in Star Wars Battlefront, I usually am not super afraid of dying because I just respawn.
Yeah, sure.
But in the single player game, it's like checkpoints.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So shit,
it's a little different.
So I'm supposed to be actually blowing these guys. Oh, but whoa. Can I missile them?
Nice use of the music of the Star Wars score.
Jesus Lord, how many hits does this motherfucker take?
I don't know.
This is what I was looking for. I got droid repair skills. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go see it. I was actually thinking today. So I don't know if you know this, Jason, but over the last goddamn dude, over the last year or so, or over the last 6 months, shall we say, I've just stopped looking at Facebook.
I deactivated my profile.
Since I can contact you on
Slack,
on the Slack channel.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still use Facebook Messenger to like schedule stuff with people, but I don't look at the feed. So like when I go out to take a break between recordings, I just read a book. I just fucking read a book,
dude.
And so the other day, somebody was like, somebody in the comment section of one of our videos was like, "Oh man, all these jerk off fanboys and their outrage over the new Star Wars movie," and I'm just like, I don't even know what you're talking. I don't even have any idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I just been enjoying my life, playing some games, having some fun, and not worrying about whatever the internet's mad about today. Like,
I deactivated my Facebook profile.
Yeah.
I reinstalled Messenger on my phone the other day, though.
the Facebook
because
Messenger.
You can deactivate Facebook, but still have Facebook Messenger.
Yes.
'Cause I have people keep trying to reach me over that, and I got sick of having the conversation. No, I didn't unfriend you. I just deactivated Facebook because it's stressing me out.
Right.
And I don't check Twitter anymore. And
Twitter's all right for me because I have because I'm not one. I never did the whole like, if you follow me, I'll follow you back thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I follow like 14 people, right? Like,
Right.
and for the most part, if I don't like what a person is saying, I just unfollow them or mute them, and it's fine.
Sure.
But yeah, the whole thing has basically made it so that I'm just like, oh, is there a controversy?
Dude, you get your life back.
Yeah, like I've read so many books. I'm on book 4 of a new series I started like a month ago, and it's awesome.
Man.
And I'd much rather be doing that than being like, what's the thing?
I'm reading more.
Yep.
I'm writing more. I wrote a novel last month.
I feel better.
I feel better. I'm not as stressed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Social media.
I mean, like for some people maybe, but I'm not interested in having that conversation anymore. I'm just kind of like, nah.
Yeah.
You guys can argue about it. I'm just going to be over here playing Overwatch or Star Wars or Dark Souls or The Witcher. I don't know. Yeah, I got a lot of games to play. I don't need it to be just like in a comment section for a while, being all. Am I supposed
and
to?
that habitual checking.
You finally get over it. You finally get it goes away eventually, and I'm just like, oh,
dude, it was for me.
Yeah.
It was like, you know,
this is our
an
detox.
addiction.
This is the Star Wars detox Facebook episode.
Right. All right, okay. Let's get back. Let's talk about some Star Wars.
No. You can finish your thought.
No,
I mean,
it was tough to quit. It was hard. I was addicted.
Yep.
I was straight up addicted to just checking it all the time.
Yep.
Sometimes I would have Facebook open on my phone, and then I would think, "Oh, I'm going to check Facebook," while I'm looking at Facebook. Dumb.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing: you don't have to go away forever, but I recommend trying it. It's like that whole thing that I used to say about like, just try not eating cheese for a month and see how that works out for you. It's just like, just try not being on Facebook, and if nothing else, you'll get an interesting sense of how much you are on Facebook.
Yeah.
Once you're like, well, I should uninstall it from my phone.
I feel like I've gotten my life back.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've been like watching more movies, getting more writing done.
Imager is the other thing that became a new, because it's like, oh, I could just watch. I mean, like there's some weird political stuff on Imager, but like for the most part, I can just look at pictures of dogs, gifs of dogs.
Allison just sits there and scrolls through Pinterest.
Yeah,
like all the time.
So give that a shot.
Yeah.
All right. God damn. I mean, seriously, why am I the only one? Is there nobody else on this team? It's just me and this frigate. It's me and a frigate. Whoa, wait, who's this guy? Zav. Is that our
okay?
Duros Gali?
I'm gonna. This is a mild spoiler for Last Jedi.
Oh no.
Very mild.
How mild?
There is. I would like to tell you of a character that is not in the movie.
That is not in the movie.
Yes.
That doesn't seem like a spoiler. Were you talking about Baby Driver or
like, Batman is not in the movie.
So I want to talk about Batman for a minute.
Yeah. So just mild spoiler.
Okay.
Mild, just the character, a Star Wars character who is not in the movie.
Oh, whoa.
We have had 3 Star Wars films in as many years. and not one goddamn appearance of Lando Calrissian.
I knew that was where you were going. Yeah,
it's not okay.
It's not okay. It's one of those things where. But what's Billy D doing? He'll come out.
He's probably sitting there staring at the phone.
It's like, come on, guys. Lando, remember? Lando, he was in Return of the Jedi. He blew up the second Death Star, motherfuckers.
Yeah, there's a moment. There are two moments, but one very pronounced moment.
Whoa, shit, no! God damn it!
There's a very pronounced, there's a distinct moment
Yeah.
in Last Jedi where I'm like,
No, wait, do not.
That's it. Just stop.
Wait. No, I think that okay, yeah, we're to the next phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, I
Okay.
ain't doing that shit another time. This is the guy that we're hunting, and we're gonna murder him, I guess.
There was a dramatic missed Lando opportunity.
Really? Like it would have been it was the perfect time for Lando?
It would have been Jason Murphy standing up in the theater, pumping his fist.
Just woo!
Yeah.
Just do your best Ric Flair up there.
Yeah. I would have Ric Flaired. They would have kicked me out.
Yep.
It would have been.
And you're like, worth it.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Didn't happen.
Come on. Oh, God damn it. All right, fine.
Didn't happen. Didn't get to fist bump.
Oh, man.
Did not get to pump my fist.
Yeah, where is Lando? You know what? I know that they've declared the entire extended canon off, like non-canon, right? But one of the things I wish they would bring back was what was it in the one of the comics, the one where like the Emperor comes back as a clone or something, and Lando has a new venture, which is a mining colony that's a giant city on tracks that goes around that stays on the dark side of a planet that's too close to a sun. So like it continually drives itself around the dark side of the planet because if it ever came into view of the sun, it would get cooked. And I'm like, Lando, into weird real estate ventures.
Yeah.
Okay.
High risk.
Yeah.
He's a gambler. Charles Soule wrote a Lando miniseries for Marvel
Okay.
about a year and a half ago, something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's damn good.
Really?
It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. Like one of the best Star Wars comics I've read in a while.
Something was mine is launching. I don't know why that matters to me.
And the story about Lobot, you remember Lobot?
Sure. He's a droid, right?
It's like a cyborg.
Use the ion pulse to disable mines, then prevent them from exploding. Okay. Yeah. I guess I knew that.
He's a cyborg, and his story is told in that.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Oh, okay.
It was damn good. I would let you borrow it, but who the hell knows where the issues are?
Oh, look, it's one of those mines from the prequels.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things I actually like from the prequels.
Those are pretty cool. That's right.
Yeah. Inception mines. Are we going to spend the first 30 goddamn minutes just out here having a dogfight with this motherfucker?
Yeah, so
Oh, cool. They even make the noise.
asteroid fields.
Yeah.
Are you having a problem here?
Yeah, I got hit by a mine.
Asteroid fields, from what I understand, if you're near like one asteroid, you could travel for like days or something like that until you see another asteroid.
Oh, sure.
It's like that's how spread out they are.
Oh, yeah. But everything in space is... Like, nothing in space, in movies in space about space is or even fiction, there's a book series that I read one time.
Unless you're the Martian.
And even that's a
little.
Well, no, that was pretty good.
Does he screw some stuff up in there?
No, not as near as I could tell, but like there was a book series. So I read a lot of space opera stuff.
Yeah.
And like nobody ever thinks about this. All right, so most space opera makes you warp in like at the edge of the galaxy. Here, let's pay attention for a second.
It's over. The opportunity just surrendered.
Oh,
What? I take down their leader and they just give up?
jerks!
And they have told them that
Bunch of
we must
pansies.
fire all of our concussion missiles at once.
Zay, the Corvus never had missiles, you know that?
Yeah, well, they
Oh my God, are we really like nailing this down to the ground? It was a bluff.
Nice work, soldier.
That's not all. They gave up everything.
It's kind of a shame that this really beautiful, all of this lovely scenery and all this beautiful rendering engine is used to tell this story that's just like
It is pretty beautiful. Okay.
So anyway, you warp into the outside of a system, right?
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So your ship comes out of hyperspace, and you're like on the outside of a system. And like say, way deep in the system, there is a space station, right? So you can see the space station, but you're looking at it like 8 hours ago because light literally is coming to you. You're so far away from it that the light you're seeing, those particles are 8 hours old because
Sure.
of the amount of space. And then the space station doesn't see you warp in for 8 hours because it literally takes that amount of time for light to get from where you are to the people looking at it. So there's a whole book series I read where like it was all this tactical consideration about just like how can we do stuff before the other side can see us. And then other books that I've read have been really good about like
That's fascinating.
about
That's
this is just a level from the single player game.
what's that game that like people take really seriously?
Kerbal Space Program?
No.
Love Kerbal Space Program.
No, the big one. The big game that has time dilation and space and businesses and spreadsheets.
Oh, EVE Online?
EVE Online.
Yeah.
Yes. Man, EVE Online. See what you're telling me, that sounds like something out of EVE Online.
Yeah.
Like that would fit within that universe. I've never played EVE Online because it sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by it. I love reading about betrayals and big battles in EVE Online.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it comes down to playing it or whatever, I'm just like,
Nah.
no.
Well, Kerbal Space Program has totally realigned the way that I think about space operas.
Yeah?
Because because you have to learn so much about like, when you go you're in space and you're going in a direction, right? You're going from this planet to this planet.
Uh-huh.
You need to accelerate to a certain speed, and then once you get the apex of that speed, you need to turn around and start shooting your engine in the opposite direction to slow down because
sure.
Right, you're not going to slow down otherwise, but then you start getting into like bouncing off or whipping around gravity assists and stuff like that. And I just
Yeah.
find the whole thing fucking fascinating.
That's
But
pretty cool.
here's a weird question, Jason, that I was thinking about with this game. Okay. So Star Wars Battlefront 2 is pretty much just everybody's is pooping because the microtransactions. right?
Yeah,
But
loot
like,
boxes and all
this is free. This is an additional set of single player missions added into the game in conjunction with the movie.
Oh, is it a mea culpa? Like,
Well, no, their whole.
they weren't going to sell this?
Oh, yeah, this guy betrayed you back in the old days. I think he did it right here, actually. Well, because they had the microtransactions inside of the game, they were like, so we're not going to charge you ever for additional content. Because there's also a multiplayer map from the movie where you get to play as Finn and Phasma. It's that white field with the walkers and stuff on it.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
Which this galaxy has never seen. The Senate won't stand for this. The Senate and the rest of the Hosnian system.
So you read a lot of space operas? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that. I wouldn't know how to begin writing a space opera.
I've got like 4 ideas for space operas.
No kidding.
I really like them, yeah.
You would think that me being as big of a Star Wars fan or like the X-Men in space and all that I would be like, and a writer,
Yeah.
that I would be just overflowing with space opera ideas. I got none. I got none of them. I have ideas of stories within the Star Wars universe, but as far as like creating a whole new one,
Yeah.
no, not a thing.
It was like 40 years ago, you wang.
Man, First Order's really let the grooming requirements slide. His unshavenness is kind of bothering me. It's like, you do not
Clean
look
yourself
like-
up, ass.
You do not look like an Imperial officer.
Oh, and then they took they took her daughter. Oh no! Oh shit! Are they gonna kill her? Kill her daughter? That's her ship. How? Okay, I will bet you $50 that her daughter got off the ship before it exploded. That
Yeah.
she's not dead.
And the Duros.
Yeah,
They both-
Well, no, the Duros is there with her.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
you're
standing right next to
Sorry,
her.
You're right. Was only partially paying attention. Yeah, agreed. She is not dead.
Because this franchise has no teeth. Like, if it had teeth, she would have remained an Imperial through most of the game. They would have made you do horrible. It would have been like Spec Ops: The Line, but in Star Wars, where they made you like gun down a bunch of civilians or Ewoks or some shit like that.
Where do you?
Even here, she's
I'm sure we've talked about Ewoks, but how do you feel about Ewoks?
boo. I'm boo with Ewoks.
Anti-Ewok.
Boo. Anti-Ewok. Yep.
Have we talked about how I've come around?
Yes.
How I'm pro Ewok?
I think the last time you were here, we talked about
All right.
how.
All right.
On our side.
Wait. Why are they painting all this? They're painting this. Oh, this is the guy that we were shooting at before. Or are we? These are stormtroopers that we're supposed to kill, right? We're
Sure.
We're
Yeah,
not on their
they're
side.
stormtroopers, of course you
Okay.
shoot
Use that to advantage. Let's go.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's pretty much like I said. It's pretty much exclusively what I read nowadays. And what'll happen is, so I'll go through a series. Like the last big series that I picked was like 13 books long. It was divided up into arcs
Holy
of
shit.
arcs of 4. And then when I finished those, I went. So what'll happen is I'll read all
13 books, all written by the same person?
Yeah,
How,
yeah.
how long were they? Page count?
Usually 350 to 400 pages a pop.
Damn.
And they usually turn out 2 or 3 a year.
Really?
Yeah, because what I do is when a new when I finish my current run on like a whole. I'll sit in one universe until I finish all the books in that universe, and then what I'll do is go to my Kindle feed and just pick up the new one from all the other guys, the other 5 or 6 guys that I'm waiting for them to put out their new book
No kidding. So they'll put out like 2 or 3 in a series
in a year. There's a couple guys. There's this guy named Von Hepner who's just a real he's just a fucking Captain Beefface. He's like all of his characters are exactly the same thing, and he has a real problem with authority because they're all rebelling against some horrible oppressive dictatorship.
Okay.
But Von Hepner puts out like 5 books a year. Wow. Marco Clues, who does the frontline stuff or whatever, he does at least a couple, usually 2. I mean, even the Expanse guy is like at least 1 or 2 books a year.
How many Expanse books are there?
5, I think.
Okay. And are they all like sequential? Like, you have to read them in order?
Yeah, well,
or you should.
They usually stand on their own a little bit. In fact, one of the things that I get bored of, or I get tired of because I binge read these books, is that I'll finish one book and I'm like, oh shit, I can't wait to find out what happens next. And the first 10 pages of the next book are like recapping the world. And I'm just like, yeah. Come on, I know what happened in the last book.
That's fascinating.
I did
to
it like
me.
a minute, like I was like 4 minutes ago.
I'm very
Whoa,
interested in how that works, right? Like, whether because traditionally, the second book in a series sells worse than the first, and the third sells worse than the second, and the fourth sells worse than the third.
Yeah.
It's and so on and so forth. And so a lot of writers will write their books, even though they're kind of in a series, they mostly just kind of stand alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Joe Lansdale's Hap and Leonard books,
Yeah.
which I'm a big fan of. It's kind of like East Texas crime noir.
Sure.
Those, you can read them in pretty much any order. There's a loose continuity there, though, of stuff that carries over, but each book is treated like a standalone, right?
So one of the things that I
But I love the idea of an ongoing story.
Oh, yeah. The one that I'm reading right now, the Honor Harrington series, it's this lady starship captain getting into things. This current one is was like a courtroom drama for about 40 pages there with a court martial. But so I'll tell you what, a lot of what I see is some of these guys will be like, oh, shit, it's that guy, traitor! Will be like, what? I forget what. Okay, so I've got a scanner. I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna die. Which button is duck? There we go. Where they'll at the end of the book they'll basically say, if you want to see another one of these books, then go rate me on Amazon. So I feel like they have a thing where they look at their books and they've got 3 or 4 universes going.
Yeah.
And they're either like
So, like, one writer will have, like, 3 or 4 universes going.
a few of them, yeah. Like that Von Hepner guy that I'm talking about, he's got like 5 or 6. Actually, no, he's got more like 8 different series going, and some of them wrapped up, and some of them are, pushed forward. But I feel like they use just the Amazon stuff to pick what their next book is going to be.
Market research or whatever.
Exactly. Like if this series is hot right now, then I'm just gonna crank out another one of these.
Huh.
And
Yeah.
a lot of these guys they crank them out quick, and I like about the top 5 or 6 of them. But yeah, they crank them out, and I read them. And when I get done with one, I'll go onto Goodreads, and I will I'll look at. Strangely enough, two of my favorite series at this point have come from looking at the books that Felicia Day has ranked highly on Goodreads.
Oh yeah, because she's got her book club.
Yeah, so I look
She reads a lot,
for her favorite science fiction books, and then she got this one series that I really liked, and so I was like, all right, Felicia, what else you got? What are you pointing at?
Time.
Oh yeah, we're pretty much out of time. I guess I mean like. So here's the before we wrap, the thing about this level. God damn it! I really hate the fact that you can't roll in single player. This is also a level from the single player. So like, if your whole thing was, well, we're never going to charge you for add-on content, but the add-on single player content is just rehashed versions of the single player story. Well, then maybe we should just go back to the whole season pass thing and not have garbage loot boxes because, you know, that. Anyway, up there, y'all. Oh shit! Have enjoyed this. Let's see. Patreon.com/Rage Select. As I said before, I'm happy to report that our Patreon did not take really any hit whatsoever from Patreon's bullshit. Y'all were so good either at reacting to the changes or
not reacting
to the changes before they rolled it back. That I'm really happy to report that everything is great on that front. Just FYI, this is coming out on Friday. Tomorrow we're going to have the normal Evil Within 2 with Amanda. Sunday I'm going to... God, get off me. Sunday I'm going to do something like I've been doing. And then starting next week, we're going to have a whole week of Christmas stuff. So we're going to have some very fun stuff on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I know that technically Christmas is on Monday, but we're going to keep doing that stuff. Or we're gonna just make it the week of Christmas instead of leading up to, because it gives us a little bit more time to record. Jason, tell people where they can find you on the internet.
Modern Rogue. I'm on YouTube.com/Modern Rogue. New episodes every Friday.
Yeah.
Please check them out and comment. I love seeing all of my Rage Select friends in the comments of Modern Rogue. 'Cause I'm like, oh, a friendly. That is a person I like.
Yeah.
And it's good. And you know who you are. I see a bunch of you in there, and I always try to respond to your stuff. And we get a lot of comments. But, chime in. Say hi.
Okay.
New episodes every Friday. Got some good stuff coming up.
All right. And let's see. At the end of the day, I think you talked about it in a later video that's coming out later, so we're breaking continuity. But Last Jedi, what's your rating? What's your stars out of 10? What would you give it?
Out of 10, I'd give it a 6.
A 6?
6 or 7.
Really?
Yeah. Let's give it a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Give it a 7.
I don't have anything to give it because I haven't seen it yet. So, all right, folks. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.